All right, everyone. Welcome to GKPro's coverage of the 2021 Lone Star Classic presented by Zydeco Development and Tito's Handmade Vodka. I'm Nate Perkins, joined here today with my good friend Bradley Williams. Brad, we got a battle today. Two players tied at the top. Connor O'Reilly, Austin native at 24 under par. Southern sensation Matty O also at 24. Mason Ford just 4 strokes back. And Luke Samson making an appearance here on this lead card final round. Walk us through hole 1, Bradley.
Yeah, hole 1. We got a par 4 here. You could take it up the middle shot with a driver and fade it left if you're right-handed. Or you could get risky and throw over the top, big turnover. Just kind of filter it in up there on the left and see what you get for an upshot.
Significantly less wind on this final round.
Connor O'Reilly.
I imagine there's going to be quite a bit of scoring out here today.
Yeah, some of the holes are going to be playing different because the players have the option to use rain tees today. That mixed with the low wind could get interesting.
Penetrating shot from Connor. It kind of just drifted a little too straight, but gets a friendly reaction off the tree, and he's in position.
Yeah, it looked like Connor confidently swung at the shot there, which is good to see starting the round.
Wow. What a treat it is to watch Matty O rip on a disc like that, the way that he scoops from high to low with that wrist curl.
At 20 under.
Yeah, that was a great swing from Matty O, finishing left. He should have a straight look at the basket now.
And this guy right here has been playing some excellent golf over the past 2 years. Very disciplined player, very consistent with his footwork.
Yeah, Mason known for sticking to his routines and little rituals before the round. It's really good to see young players adopting habits like that.
Luke Samson.
And so Luke Samson is sponsored by Castablast. Not too familiar with their lineup. He's throwing a Rask here on hole 1. Kind of got a unique swing. Shoulders kind of go over his hips, hunched over the top of the disc. He definitely rips it though.
He's a big boy. It's an awkward line there for him. He's gonna have to settle for a long putt. A birdie.
That's a good shot though, from slightly out of position. Little nose up, a little too much hyzer. He's going to be circle's edge looking back at it.
Yeah, there's a slight grade approaching this basket, so.
Overcooks it a little bit, but squeaks through. This is Connor's flippy putter. He's throwing a keystone here.
Yeah, and with that reaction off the tree, Connor's forced to play a turnover into the green, which is pretty comfortable. He's been working on that shot lately.
Luke is the player that will bring 50 putters to a practice basket and putt all night long. He's that guy.
As long as he cuts it down to like 2 or 3 before the round.
No. He's got a milk carton of putters every time. No!
Bad reaction there off the pole for Matty O. It was a great putt from circle's edge.
Ooh, those hurt when they're halfway in the chains like that.
It's that last nub sort of bounces on the back of the disc. You can see that sometimes.
Didn't quite get the lift on that one. Not quite enough legs involved on the putt. Right side, but it's in. Connor taking the lead.
Yeah, and you could see that the spit out had an effect on the other two putters there. They were kind of backing off their putt, a little rattled. That'll do that to the cart occasionally. No one wants to see a nice putt bounce off the pole and fall out like that.
That's interesting how you feel like even when another player putts and that happens, that it can affect the confidence of other players.
It's like a shared stress the group all kind of absorbs.
All right, hole 2. It's a par 4, 649. 2 clear gaps here. You can push right of the center tree, or you can flip one up through this left gap. You do have OB early left and OB long. The fairway kind of pinches right here as it bends to the left. Players typically have 300 to 320 into the pin, and there's OB long and right. Connor's going Ballista Pro here. Slight hyzer on the right side. That's wide.
Just tugs on it a little bit on the strong side.
It's pretty out of position. Not a great hole to be out of position in, because now his layup is going to be at the most pinched part of the fairway.
That's right. Matteo going 2 for 2 on the 400-foot hyzer drives. Hopefully that's a good lie for him. Great looking tee shot.
Mason really exaggerates his shoulders. Like, he really exaggerates and gets his body around the disc well, I feel.
Yeah, I agree with you. He really loads up on his hamstrings and quads, and then pivots well.
It's a smash right there from Luke. That's another Rask.
Yeah, uphill drive there, really kind of showing off that power. Could be out of position now because of the long drive.
This is a really tough shot for Connor. He's going compass here. Dang. And he's in full sin mode. Clears the out of bounds. That is an excellent shot, carrying all that OB right there.
For a lot of players, that would have been considered a really over-aggressive shot. But for Connor, it made it look pretty nice, pretty conservative for him.
Matteo in perfect position here.
Come on, Tiger, go. Go, Tiger.
That is so pretty.
There's a little bit of an elevation change coming up towards the green, and then it slopes back to the water. And just to clear that hill like that and nestle up to the pin shows what great touch he has from this 300-foot range. Common play to play to the safe side of the hill and use that safe side putt green. Mason showing like consistency and smarts on the course here. That was a pretty good shot.
Oh, and you called it here. Luke actually pushed too far, and he's pretty out of position. That's pretty good from where he was at. It was hard. It'd be hard to push all the way to the pin on that forehand line.
Yeah, he could have a circle 2 putt there for birdie.
No 100-footers for you.
Connor securing the par out of the misplay. He's taken a stab here now twice at the circle 2 edge, and I suspect one of these is just going to connect. Looks good.
Mason makes the correction.
Yep, follows through and gets a nice birdie there. Good plays from Mason.
I feel like I got a little bit lucky.
Tying it back up.
That was a little bit of a weenie.
It's going to be an exciting final round, Brad.
Yeah, leading into hole 3. Very gettable par 3. With a couple options.
You know what's crazy?
It's such a great tournament track. There's opportunity for score separation on every hole because there's out of bounds all over the place. Every hole scoreable.
And with the limited select par 3s, you can't just correct by getting a bunch of 2s to erase those pars. So those 4s add up.
Yeah, and there's 5 par 3s.
That's right. Really good mix here at the Met Center.
Matteo opting for that hyzer gap. Oh, that is too much hyzer. Maybe a good tree?
I would say that was a good break from Matteo. Definitely would not have thrown that line again that tight. So fortunate break there for Matteo, saving himself a stroke here.
You need a stick too.
That looks nice from Mason. Needs to check. Oh, and look at that just run. He did not get that stick. You must have picked it up. From
I would have never have picked that stick up. A tough break there from Mason with the roll and release trickling in. That's something that these players know could happen.
Connor sees that and he holds on to his just a little bit too long.
Yeah, it's understandably though. I mean, Connor, put yourself in position to score and not let the course just take it away from you.
He needs to skip. And same mistake, just too wide. And OB's only 15 feet behind this basket, so they got some pretty scary putts. He wants none of it.
Yep, just move on. Lucky he got a good break. I don't know. I see a slight smile here. This could be a run.
Oh, wow. With the Annie around the tree, too? Brad loves it.
I really do. I mean, he wants it, dude. Every time he wants that putt.
Ooh, this is right at the distance where you... Oh. Can't really lay that up.
You really can't. You can't lay up
yeah.
those 35 footers. It doesn't feel like you can, at least with that low wind, especially. It looked like a pretty good putt. He just needed a little bit more spin. Mason, yeah, he was attacking the target, and that's just what happens on the screen sometimes.
We're going 4 pars here on hole 3.
Yeah, I'm curious what the mood is now. I was looking for a little bit of change in the score separation here for 3, but a bunch of pars leading into the next par 4. We'll see if players try to get a little aggressive to make up for that lack of birdie and try to really push down the fairway here in 4.
And here we are on hole 4. Shout out to thediscbarn.com for sponsoring this drone footage. Tricky par 4 here. You need 350 off the tee to get into position to attack this island green. There's OB all along the right side in the creek. And there's a Mando that prevents players from blasting one all the way to the green.
Come on, Tiger. Go.
Oh, he needs a little hyzer out of that. Oh, yes. Wow, past the ditch. That's huge.
That was okay.
Yeah, so with the low wind, we see Matteo is reaching for the extra distance. Gets the nose down a little bit, which was scary, but the disc was solid and came out of it. That was a great tee shot.
Oh, he gets the shape, but just starts it a little too wide.
Yeah, it could have been a timing error there. He gets a kick out to the right. He's going to be pinched, but he does have options. He could risk it and play for a long look at birdie.
This is an Explorer from Connor. Wow. It looked too high at first.
Thank you.
Wow, and you can see just how far Matteo actually penetrated. It looked like Connor's was going to be well past it, and comes up a little short, but both players are in prime position.
Yeah, great drives there. Using both sides of the fairway. See what Luke can do.
It's a tough spot to be over there on that left side, because you're looking at the basket, but it's just so tricky. It kind of baits you into going for it.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of steep hyzers from Luke today.
Oh, sit. No. Oh, no. It stays on the island, but just finds that little bit out of bounds.
A solid approach there from Mason. Just unlucky to leak it there.
Look at this shot from Luke. That is
Unbelievable.
nasty. That is with his putter, the Rico.
What a great flick with the putter. On a rope.
Yeah. Extremely technical shot.
What a statement play there from Luke Samson.
Connor going harp, gets it to stick.
Yeah, he'll have a 25-foot putt for the birdie there. Doesn't get as much easier than this. Great hole for Matteo.
He's going to save par. Connor's putting right back at the out of bounds.
Confident stroke there from Connor.
Absolutely. Maybe a little bit more pace than necessary, but sometimes it's better to hit it like that.
Yeah.
Sure that you're
in the center of the basket. Yeah, understandable there. Like I said, nobody getting a birdie on the hole 3. We see pretty aggressive drives here on hole 4. Everyone was attacking the target. I think players are trying to get their rounds going, and we've got 3 birdies and a bogey here. Hole 4.
when you're in a position such as Connor or Matteo, are you really thinking about the score at all, Brad? Are you thinking about the other player and what they're carding and just compared to you? Is it kind of like a match play?
Doesn't feel like a match play to me, but there's a lot of energy being shared. Like I'm go off the player's like mood and pace. So like if I feel the player's really attacking, then I kind of charges me up a little bit to play a little bit more aggressive or put more spin on a disc.
That's interesting. I love that. Hole 5, par 4, ton of options off the tee. We did see the massive bomb from Double G during round 1 over that left side, carrying out of bounds the whole way. The hyzer is going to be in play today, so we don't really have a ton of wind. There's also low over the creek. It's a great par 4.
Yeah, the wind's pushing slightly, tailing right to left, just a tad. Could shift to left or right as the wind changes directions here.
Matteo is just going to lace one up the middle.
Yeah, he's been taking this up the gut route each round. This one was pulled just a little offline. Good looking shot, catches a tree. He's going to be a little pinched for this opportunity into the green here.
You chose probably the most technical route you could choose up that middle.
Yeah, and that just shows players are tending to go with their comfort zone, and it shows how comfortable Matteo is to take that risk up the middle.
Huge hyzer from Connor, ensuring he's up and over the trees. It's hard to throw 400 feet that high in the air.
Absolutely, and the wind isn't really helping the hyzer here. You really have to just kind of force it over the top, which is pretty hard to do. A big shoulder turn out of Luke. Gets it high enough. Will he have the forward spin and power to give himself a good lie? Is that his disc?
Yeah, he's in position. He really pushed right.
Yeah, if you go far enough and to the right, you can get these pretty big windows into the green. It's just the short right where you get the penalized there.
And look at the difference between Mason's run up and Luke's. Luke went right to left and through the hyzer, and Mason went straight down that line from left to right and through the same shot.
Yeah, and it could be because of Luke's like upper body curl that you mentioned earlier. Mason sort of has that. He puts his momentum on the line that he wants to play.
Matteo with that exaggerated follow through. I really can't get enough. Watch it all day. It's so smooth.
Yeah, that was a fantastic throw from probably 330. This could be a mid-range based on the height.
Oh, that flashed the pin. Looks like it checked up before the out of bounds.
Wow, what a strong attack on the green for Luke. Wait a second.
Is that his drive?
Mason's out in the middle.
Wow.
That's incredibly far.
Yeah. Connor must be... Oh,
Wait.
this is...
I'm confused.
Yeah, it's more like 250 into the green here, I'd say. Miss it. Oh, that is a mistake. The one tree he has to beat. This is what he's left with. Matteo's disc right in front of him.
Just slightly off from 40.
Yeah, it looked just like hole one's putt. Just didn't quite get that corner pocket.
That's right. Come on, Luke.
Oh, what a pretty stroke.
Dude. Like, why does it have to catch glide right at the last second?
Luke's palm is like really open to the sky when he releases. You can definitely tell he's been working on it quite a bit. And Mason puts it on the pole right there.
Hey guys.
Yeah, don't sleep on Mason's distance over the top. I mean, we've seen it at Swordstone, and we're seeing it again. He can get yardage. And I said yardage again, by the way,
Yeah.
for those in the comments counting.
I like yardage plays. I like yardage.
I like saying
We're
it.
talking golf.
It's golf.
Yeah.
We just have these disc things. Frustrated there with the par. He had arguably one of the easier approaches.
All right, here we are on hole 6, the most difficult hole at the Met Center. It's a par 4, treacherous gap up the middle over the creek, or this right side gap that we're flying through now. This is the ideal landing zone right here. Round 1, we saw no birdies on this hole, and just a couple birdies carded during the final round. Let's see if this lead card can get one of them.
Be nice.
Oh, and Matteo playing really safe off the tee right there, Brad.
Yeah, that was very safe. And then I don't know if that was a swing error or not. A little nose down and pulled to the right. That looked a little safe for Matteo.
Yeah, there's a couple trees right to the right that really get in your head, because if you square them up, it's likely kicking in the creek. But it's interesting to note that these players aren't taking the rain tee that's a good 15 feet in front of the pad.
That's right. I saw many groups use the rain tee specifically on hole 6 because it takes a few of the trees and opens up the angle there.
And Connor getting aggressive here. Miss it. Oh, he gets it. What a shot. That just, he can't help but tense up when you throw it over an out of bounds creek like that.
Absolutely. And Connor's way down the fairway. It's going to be pinched slightly to the right. He could have options now. Yeah, and the three players opting to take the hyzer could have used the rain tee to open up the gap just a bit. Could be one of those situations where someone has to start it and then everyone follows suit. But these players are out of position now, and it's not easy to save par from this short here. You're really going to have to play a technical, touchy shot.
Look at this.
Which is not what Mattio's opting to do.
What? He hits it.
Well,
wow, what a shot. He broke it around the corner.
That's right. Mattio using that creative power roller.
Yeah, it didn't even look like he had enough room to lay down a roller, but he knows what he's doing.
You know,
just get right on top of that disc, Brad.
That's a veteran play I see sometimes.
All right, so after Luke's putter turnover, he's in position to make the gap. Just pushes that forehand a little straight.
Yeah, so he's going to be left with bogey. This is Connor's great drive. You can see
he's got like 4 foot gap in front of him. He gets it.
Yeah. See if it comes in long now. It looks like it's a little bit long left.
Oh, he's going to have a putt for 3, though.
That's right. It's going to be obstructed with these 5 little trees about 35 feet. A little bit uphill.
Didn't quite get the pace on that one. Hyzer's out a little early.
Yeah, he might have played a little bit slower disc. Like a mid or something. Came up a little short.
Oh no.
Good skip.
Not as bad as he thought out of his hand. Inside the circle.
There's the line. See if it slows down now.
Oh, checked up nice.
So everyone's got a little bit of a putt here. Looks like Mason's about 40.
Oh, yes.
A great step putt there to save par from Mason.
Beautiful stroke. What a guy. So friendly.
He's got a friendly smile.
This is for the rare birdie 3. Let's go. Through the gap. Huge birdie. First one we've seen on camera. Run it back. Connor O'Reilly.
Let's go, Connor, dude. Sick putt.
He is an athlete. Such a confident player. No. Yeah, frustrating miss right there.
Yeah, Luke with a little too much pace. Catches the band. I think he's going to have that for double bogey.
It's all out front. Everything is so out front. The way, his weight's really forward, and the disc is just really out in front of his body the whole time, and just a little curl on the line.
Yeah, preloading the wrist, Mattio doesn't have to pitch it high to low. He can just push it straight forward, which is great for the wind and longer putts.
All right, here we are on hole 7. Looking at the discbarn.com drone cam, par 4, 732. Slight headwind today, maybe a little right to left. It does take about 375 to clear the out of bounds ditch. This basket is up on a mound. Really important to bite off this distance off the tee, and so you can get into position for your approach.
Yeah, it's all about speed control coming into the green, so players who can throw 425 and keep it out in the middle really going to have options. So here we go. I was waiting to see if someone would take the rain tee. Matteo moving up 20 feet for the rain tee.
Yeah, it takes that first tree out of play so that he can just... Oh, no. No way. What a misfire there from Matty O.
Yeah, and one of the problems with the rain tee is you start on the concrete, dip down, and then climb up over really rough terrain, and it looked like it threw Mattio's timing off quite a bit. Footwork looks clean from Mason.
Keeps it on that hyzer angle. All the way. Great position.
Just one of those strange options where you can advance to another tee to take an obstacle out of your way, and Luke.
It's low and turned over, but it looks like it's stable enough to fight back. Very interesting the way that Luke holds the disc in his hand, like down by his hip as he's running up. Don't see that too often.
No, we don't.
Matteo way out of position here. This would be a huge up and down.
Go, baby.
Good looking forehand here.
Oh, no.
Didn't need that tree. If you missed that tree, could have been in position to maybe run it. The wind is low.
He's in a tough spot. He might have to lay up from that tree. Just needs to beat it. Oh, and it slows it down just enough to put him at a tricky distance on this elevated pin.
Yeah, and that's same thing.
Friendly little curl. It's going to be just inside Connor. You really want this one close, though.
Absolutely. Okay. Get a little forward skip here. Yeah, so that's well done. Luke pushing that low drive far right gives him a little bit straighter approach. He may have been able to play mid-range.
Yeah, fortunate to check up right there. That was close to taking a right turn down that hill.
Yeah, a little action coming in on the green.
Okay. Deceiving. Mason's a little further away. Wow.
Great pace. Good show of balance.
I leave my mini back at
What a putt from Mason. Yes, let's run it back. You love to see the jump putt when the disc is clearly out of the hand and the jump is just a little bit of that added momentum.
Yeah, that's right. You're getting the action and the spin right off the jump, and then the follow through is just for.
No. Did that just slow roll down the hill? Oh no.
So Connor a little tentative on the putt.
He laid it up. Completely laid it up, and it kissed off the pole and rolled down the hill. I mean, it's honestly the thing of nightmares right there when you're tied for the lead.
You're out of position. You know Matteo's playing for par. Make the right call to lay up.
Oh, and you can't help but feel for the man right now. That's going to be a double bogey 6, Bradley. After the door was wide open, Matteo laying up for his bogey.
That's right. With Matteo's OB stroke, Connor was going to lay up and take a stroke, and now loses a stroke.
That's a disaster.
There's a long walk to hole 8.
Yeah, it really gets the emotions stirring, doesn't it?
I can feel it just sitting here watching it.
Yeah. Hole 8's a par 4, 570 feet. There is OB all along the left side. Fairway kind of pinches here as it rounds back to the right. OB Creek, only 15 feet past the bucket. See players go right hand, backhand, turnover here.
Yeah.
Mid-range or somewhat understable fairway. Forehand is also in play.
Okay, this looks pretty good. A little turned.
Yeah, the further right you are, the more you pinch your approach off. He's going to have to go pretty steep up and over the corner of that OB Creek. Too tight for comfort right there. That needs to slow down. No. You really don't even, you don't see that. Pushing long. It's hard to do.
Yeah, Luke, I mean, he's got a lot of power, and I think it's just learning how to control it and back off. He's just accidentally going long a few times this round.
A few times, yeah. And really, you don't need, the hole's only 570, you don't need much off the tee to give yourself a little chip shot.
Yeah, I think 325 to 350 would be plenty.
Oh, and that is a misfire with that compass. That is, you know, that's one of those shots that for this guy is like 9 out of 10. He's hitting that shot, and you got to think that the previous hole's result is, you know, in his head a little bit.
So he misses the trees around the...
No. What a break. I mean, he threw it right into the creek, and it hits the tree and checks up. He's going to have par save look.
Matteo keeping it low here.
I like that.
I like that too.
Yeah, he's ensuring that he's going to give himself a putt. Circle's edge, but...
Yeah, and he's not challenging the trees on the creek, which can be a problem with his forehand. If you just touch the top of them, it takes you right back down in the creek, and then you have to throw from back here, pinched.
Oh, and this looks like it's got a little bit too much angle, but no, it's perfect.
Good follow through from Mason.
See, that don't hurt.
It's tough. It's tough to be on the right side with that flick. It's a real awkward spike, but Mason made it look really good.
Okay, so Luke was OB, but with this new rule, he is backed up straight. Oh, no. That is a fortunate result. Huge misfire there from Luke. I couldn't quite tell if he was going for the gap or if he was just going low and around the tree.
Matteo with a birdie look here from the circle.
Oh, yes. Look at that.
Beautiful.
I mean, he gave the fist pump as soon as he let it go.
Beautiful putt from Matteo. Well played.
Fortunate result right there for Connor. Getting that little bit of tree love.
Yeah, he needed a little tree love there on hole 8. Mason, a good tee shot and a really great approach, making hole 8 look really easy. Hole 9, par 3. Last opportunity for one of these players to erase some damage on the front 9. It's not too demanding. You are playing away from the hole towards OB just for a bit on the hyzer shot. About 338. One of the dangers here is throwing it too high or throwing it long and flat.
Yeah, there's a couple trees right off the tee. Kind of keeps you from going just pure hyzer. You kind of have to throw it straight for just a little bit to make the gap.
Didn't jump high enough.
Perfectly executed from Mason.
Yeah,
So much
fantastic.
touch. Matteo going FX2 here.
one, it looked a little hot, but then I mean, it was a great shot.
Yeah.
Checked up nicely.
He's an angle control master. He has that nose up just enough to slow it down throughout the duration of the flight. That's low and wide, and he's going to need some help with the skip. Oh, it just gets eaten up.
Yeah,
That is a tough stretch, Bradley.
At 338, you're going to see players throwing fairway, and all it takes is a slight tug on one of those slower discs and it goes straight.
Look at this exaggerated angle that Luke likes to take. Well thrown.
Good shot from Luke. Players are enjoying a little bit of low wind today, so they're able to attack with hyzer all the way to the pole. Connor from 55.
An inch.
Just a touch more spin. Yeah, Luke gets it in with a good tee shot. A little bit of a low putt.
It just happened so fast. I mean, blink of an eye, and Connor is now back 3 strokes.
And there's no break going into the back nine. These guys are forced to play a technical par 3. I can maybe stop and get some water and try to reframe that back nine, but these guys aren't done yet.
Matty O's definitely not done. He's in it to win it. He's up 3 over Connor. Mason Ford showing us his skills. Luke Samson struggling just a little bit. Guys, thanks so much for joining us on the front nine. Make sure to like and subscribe. We will see you for the final 9 holes of the 2021 Lone Star Classic.